What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So on today's episode we're going to head down to Ringshall Custom and Classic Bike Show. It's almost like towards Stowmarket, just past Stowmarket kind of way. It's about 40 minutes away from here. I'm going to go on the chopper. I've made a couple of changes which I'll go through properly at the end, but I've just raised the headlight up slightly just so it's level with the tank. I changed all the ignition internals, which I'll go through at the end as well. And then I've leveled the seat out. I moved the seat back by just getting some offset seat springs. But I'll go through all the process of that at the end. But first of all, let's just jump into the ride, get going to this bike show and try and get some good footage on the way down. I hope you guys enjoy this one. See you in a bit.
Going to try and ride a little bit fast to get there because might be meeting a couple of friends there. Obviously I'm running in this new ignition. I think it still needs a little bit of timing for it because it keeps popping and banging a little bit, but you know, it's minor tweaks really. Yes, it's such a beautiful day out today, sun shining, a little bit breezy, but that's kind of keeping the temperatures down, you know. So it has been obviously 35 and a heat wave lately. I think the maximum today is at 28, so it's a lot more bearable on a bike, you know. So hopefully it's a lovely ride down there. Say that the new riding position on this bike is absolutely lovely. When I used to accelerate, I used to slide backwards on the seat, which is why I changed those seat springs. But yeah, it used to send me backwards, and then I'd kind of get a bit trapped between the pillion pad and the seat. But now I've sorted that out. If I do slide back, I just land on the pillion seat, which is like absolutely perfect. But it's almost sat me up a little bit more upright as well, so I'm not really sliding back as much as I was before. So it's actually made the world of difference, to be honest. Into Stowmarket now. I'm just going to give my mate Jay Ransome a call, see if he's about, wants to come for a little ride over there, and hopefully meet him and then ride into the show together. Just bailed up Jay. We're going to go meet him at Stowmarket Esso garage and then head down there together. So Jay's obviously the real funny one on the long fork shovel chopper, the blue one. So I'm going to go meet him, have a little bit of a ride down there. I think it's only about kind of 10 minutes from here anyway, but get a little ride in, get some nice footage of him mucking about on the road. So let's go.
Thank you.
Nearly, nearly. We're gonna get smoked out here.
You know what they say, more than 2 strokes in the wank. Smells like freedom.
Sorry, late dude.
That's alright, bro, alright. I literally only got here like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you've got to drink it inside because it's like reacting with the stuff, the beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she did. She poured like a look, she did it. She gave it to me in a glass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that is it. Bike Show now. Obviously Jay left earlier. Just heading back with Louis for a little bit of the journey, and then he's going to peel off on the A14. Just nice to get a little ride in with your mates in it on the way home. Saves you just going back all alone and enjoy the little journey for a little bit more, innit?
Yeah, I think I've got to go straight, ain't I?
Say bye now.
Yeah, it is. See you on the next one.
Yeah. Alright, take it easy, man. Alright, Louis just peeled off to the A14, so it's just me now on the way back. It's a nice day out there, quite a small bike show to be honest, but the weather was like beautiful, it was so sunny and warm. Again, not much shade at any of these bike shows, but at least it's not 35 degrees, right?
All right, everyone. So that brings us to the end of this episode. Hope you all enjoyed that one. As promised at the start of this episode, I'll go through the clips now of everything that I did to this Sportster chopper. All of the little bits that I tweaked and changed and just how I did them. So I'll just enter that in now. Obviously, if you guys followed the vlog where we went to the Peak District, you know I had problems with my ignition. I've now received like all of the new parts, like as you can see here. We've got new studs, a new rotor and a new advanced unit to put in there. As you can see, I've drilled and filed through the points cover and dished out like the back of the actual points cover on there just to give me a bit more clearance for the bolt that runs through the advanced unit on there. So let's get that sorted and then just hopefully the bike will run a lot smoother, a lot nicer. We'll just get through a mark that this is kind of in the middle about here and the same up here, so. Now we'll just take these studs out. All right, they're out, but I'm just going to keep these as a set of spares because we've got brand new ones to go in there. And as you can see now, I can just remove that ignition plate off the front and just kind of loosely stick it down out of the way. So now I'm going to remove that big 14mm bolt from the middle. It's actually a 14mm head with the tiniest little thread, so you just got to be super gentle with it that you don't damage it. And then remove the old rotor and the old advanced unit on there. Gonna give it a little clean out and then I'll start putting the new one in. Now this whole advanced unit and the rotor should come out as one piece. There we go. Obviously that rotor, as you can see, it spins and then opens up, but it wasn't returning that great, you know, it's a little bit slow and sloppy, so. All right, now to install this new advanced unit I got, which is a bit of an upgrade. It's got stainless steel rather than alloy, and it says it's for professional, it should idle and run a lot better, but yeah, we'll soon see, won't we? All right, what you got to do is just line up this little spot here, and it's got a little notch on the back of the cam there, and then that's got a head in, so it just takes a little bit of fiddling around, try and line it up the best you can. There we go. And then this has, on the rotor it has a flat side, as you can see the flat there. That flat side has to just miss a tiny little bit sticking up on the back of this advanced unit. So as you can see, that goes in that way. There you go. Now just stick that screw back in. And with these, you just want to nip it up, just because the thread's so tight, so get it in enough till you feel it bite. As you can see, this one is pinging back perfect now. Before it was kind of sticking, so that's exactly what we want. Now we stick the plate back on. All right, that looks about right. So now I'm going to put these new studs in, just to pinch that tight. But let's get it outside and try and get it timed up correctly. Alright, just listening to this, I feel like I need to advance the timing ever so slightly. It's almost like just running a little bit slow and wanting a conk out. I mean, I haven't ridden it yet, but I just think slight advance on that timing and it should be sweet. Alright, that's about as timed up as I could probably get it by ear. What I'll do is go out on a ride and I'll just take a set of screwdrivers with me, and then we'll just kind of listen to it and just see how it rides, and as I go maybe just adjust it. I think I'll have to get it static timed eventually, but I'll just kind of take it to Jay to do that one. I'm just going to end up putting the points cover back on now. Alright, so it's the next day now. I've just had these delivered through the post. They're new seat springs from Butt Seats. They actually give you, if you can see here, as an offset, so it gives you about 1 inch backwards on your seat, obviously without having to move your whole seat post and all of that. So I'm hoping that these would just push that seat just 1 inch further back towards a pillion pad. So obviously if I'm riding and I slightly slip off the seat, I'm not going to get my bum pinched in between the pillion pad and the seat there. So I'm going to get these fit on there and just check the stance, and hopefully it's all sweet. All right, the new seat springs are on. Probably doesn't look much different to anyone, but you know when it's your bike and you're just staring at something so much and it's like the tiniest little bit that has moved that seat back towards a pillion pad. But in my head, it's made the world of difference. But I'll just show you guys now a comparison of the two. And you might not even notice, to be honest, but in my head, it's made the world of difference. That bike show was just such a great day. The weather was beautiful, to be honest with you. There was like quite a lot of wind, but it was really cold wind and it just cooled it down. Obviously when you stopped at a bike show, there's not much shade in most shows, to be honest with you. So you just sat there cooking. You know, you're obviously in biker jeans and stuff, so they're a lot like heavier density, and you know, you just wish that you was in shorts the whole time. There's some really cool bikes there, like that 1920s Triumph that had like the manual oil feed into the engine. I've never seen a bike like that, and obviously it had like the old headlight and rear light that had the little gas canister to it, so it was obviously like lit up, I guess, by fire or something at one point. It's pretty insane to see an old bike like that that's still on the road and still running. You know, it's really interesting to see that. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the hype button too. It really helps smaller channels like mine. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.